Hello everyone, welcome to the first video of data structure using C. In this journey of series of videos, we will learn different types of data structures, their concepts and their implementation ideas. Also, we will discuss the applications of various data structures in real life. So in this introduction video, we will learn why we will study data structure, what is actually data structure and how we will use this data structure. Okay. So before we will go to the first slide, let us discuss a simple example. That have you ever been scolded by your elders when you are unable to find your book or cloth in your messed up rooms? Definitely, because your elders are right when they are giving the advice to keep everything in the right place, so that the next time you can get your stuff easily. So here you need to arrange and keep everything, that your books or clothes, whatever, in such a structure that whenever you need to search something, you'll get that easily as soon as possible. So this is one of the examples which gives a clear idea that how important these small things in our life, and very important to arrange or structure these things in our real life. So we are considering these things as data for computer. Okay. So now let us take one second example. So suppose you are searching for a book of data structure in library. So what you will do here, you will go to the engineering section. After that, you will go to the computer science section. And after that, you will search where the data structure book is available. Okay. So if these books are not organized in this manner, but just distributed randomly, then it will be frustrating to find a specific book. So data structures refers to the way we organize information in our computer. Okay. So now let us go to the first slide and you will understand why you are learning this data structure. Okay. So data structure is nothing but this is organizing of information. Okay. But why you are organizing these informations? Why you are organizing your clothes? Why you are organizing your books? Why you are organizing the books in the particular structure in the library? Because we need to define real-time problems and we have to find the solution for the problems. Okay. So in brief, if you'll ask that why you are learning data structure, now it helps in understanding the nature of the problem. First of all, you have to understand the nature of the problem at a deeper level. Okay. So that a better understanding of the solution you can get. Okay. So normally the computer scientists, they process and look for the best way we can organize the data we have. Why? Because so it can be better processed based on input provided. Okay. So on the basis of the input provided, we can find out the solutions. Clear? So this is the idea why you are learning this data structure. Clear? Now you are coming to why what is actually data structure. So if you divide the entire term of or terminology of data structure, first you will get the most important word, that is my data. So everything is related on data. This world is running after this data. Okay. So collection of raw facts are known as a data. Now let us give one more example that how data structure is important. So most of you are using Facebook. Okay. So the familiar application normally we are using. So can you imagine that first of all your profile is there, then your friend's profile is linked with you. Suppose friend A, friend B is also linked. Friends profiles are also linked with you. Maybe you are also one of the friend and B is the common friend. So all these data, the mutual friends, they all can be represented easily by data structure. Okay. So there is a concept known as your graph in data structure, which is actually helpful to represent or to implement the concept of Facebook. So we are wondering that how this is happening, but this is the background is your data structure. Clear? So you can apply the methodology of graph to represent friends connection on Facebook. Okay. So let us take one more example. Normally in engineering life or in student life, we have entered to the food court. So if you need to keep a deck of trays in the food court and arrange it properly, how do you do that? You'll never throw it randomly, because rather you'll arrange the trays one over another. Okay. So all the trays will be arranged one over another to form a proper system. Okay. So you can use the stack here. So the concept or the data structure behind the deck of trays is known as a stack. One after another, you are making the proper arrangement of the trays. Okay. Now one more example that we are doing from the childhood. You are searching a word in the dictionary. Okay. So you are searching a word in the dictionary. How you are searching? So in the initial age, whenever you don't know how to search, you'll go one by one page, one by one word, and you'll search. That is also okay, not a problem. But the original solution, what you are doing, your approach will be something different. You'll never go page by page, rather you'll open some page randomly. If the word is not found, you open a page prior or later to one open, depending upon the order of the word to the current page. So this mechanism is also of searching a word in the dictionary is also known as a data structure. Clear? So if you'll say what is data structure is all about, now this is nothing but is a representation of the logical relationship existing between individual elements of the data. Here every tray is related. Here every friend is related. Here every word is related. So this is, there is some logical relationship between individual elements of the data. So it is also known as a specialized format for organizing and storing of data in memory. Clear? Why? That considers not only the elements stored, but also their relationship to each other. Okay. So whatever the examples we have discussed, those are the right data structure for a real world problem and setting the right relationship among the data items. Why? Because to solve a specific problem. So our objective is to find the solution of the problem. Clear? So all these details or discussed examples give us a clear understanding that how the organization of data is important in your day-to-day life. Okay. So keeping the trace, keeping the words, searching the words, everything are very important in our day-to-day life. So arranging of data in a specific structure is helpful. Why? It saves a lot of time. It becomes easier to manipulate or use them. Okay. So in brief, if you'll say why or what is actually data structure, we can say data structure is a representation of the logical relationship existing between individual elements of the data. In other words, a data structure defines a way of organizing the data of all the data item that considers not only the elements stored but also their relationship to each other. Okay. So this will clear the idea what is actually data structure is all about. Clear? Now if we'll find or if we'll summarize with a simple example, we are conducting a suppose reception party. So for that, suppose we need to buy some vegetables, we need to buy some other stuffs. Okay. So if we'll keep all the vegetables inside a bag and we'll keep other items in another bag or different bags, we'll keep everything with different people and we'll come to home. That is one data structure we are following to keep our data, that is my vegetable or other grocery item. If I'll keep everything inside a single bag and I'll keep inside the vehicle and I'll bring to home, that is also again why I'm following one more data structure. So that means we are organizing and storing the data in memory and also finding the relationship between them. Okay. So this will clear the idea of what is data structure is all about. And the last one, how data structure, how we'll actually use the data structure in our upcoming videos. Okay. So data structure actually dependent on algorithm. Okay. Because the same for things, whatever we are discussing about data structure, that same goes for the algorithm. We all want to save our time, energy, and also the resources. Okay, so we need to find the best approach. Obviously, we need to find the best approach to solve the problem in our daily life. So a lot of problem exist in the world that can take hours or days to be solved. Okay, but whenever the term data structure you are using, describes the way data is stored. Then, but then the term algorithm is used, that the way data is processed. Okay, so whatever the data you are storing by using data structure mechanism, algorithm is required to process that one. So data structure and algorithms are interrelated. So choosing a data structure affects the kind of algorithm you might use, and also choosing an algorithm affects the data structure we use. So an algorithm is nothing but it's a step by step interrelated procedure to solve a problem, or you can say this is a finite sequence of instruction, each of which has a clear meaning and can be performed with a finite amount of effort in a finite length of time. So most important is finite amount of time is required to find the solution of the algorithm. So no matter what actually the input you are providing, but an algorithm terminates after executing a finite number of instruction in finite amount of time. Clear? So in brief, if you want to develop a particular program, then we need a better algorithm, we need a better data structure, how the data will be stored and how the processing needs to be done. Clear? So through this video, we are clear about that why actually we will study data structure and what is actually data structure and how we will use data structure in our upcoming videos. Okay, so in our videos we will discuss all the different kinds of data structures. We will write down the program through live examples. Okay, so thank you everyone.